Hey guys, so it was requested by a few people in the Afterpay Obsessions group to see a review on this guy here, the B Bella professional styling tools. It's the steam hair straightener, so just while it heats up and does its thing, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about it. So it's got, you can hear it making its noises and stuff. It's got this little section in the bottom here that you take off. You fill it with water. I believe it's 30 mils worth of water. It does have a little squeezy bottle so that you can, okay, that's just steaming all over me. So that you can squeeze it in, but I'm a bit lazy, so I just unplug it and, you know, fill it up that way. So once it reaches its temperature, I think we'll just make it a little bit hotter. I like to keep it on the hottest, which is 230. You'll see that the steam doesn't come out of it unless you close it. It'll make this funny noise. You straighten and release. So what I'm going to do is, you can see my hair's pretty buffy today. I haven't straightened it. I actually only washed it yesterday, so it's pretty ready for a good brush. I'm going to do one side for you so you can see how it works, what it looks like. Just give you a quick rundown and then you can compare, just so you guys can see how it works. This one's from AMR.com, down to 25 bucks from 100, so that's the reason why everybody's really interested to see how they go. I personally won't be replacing my regular muck hair straightener with this. I like it. I think it gives me a good style at first. It's not something that I would recommend spending $100 on, but 25 I'd say go for it. It's a nice cheap straightener that you can use. It's got the brush in it. It's got the heat. I will say that if you can, I don't know if you can see, the plates don't actually go the full length of the brush, so the plate is probably half the size of what the brush actually is. So that's a little bit of a put off for me personally. I prefer, if I'm going to use a fat kind of a straightener, I want it to be a fat plate as well. The muck that I use does have a smaller plate on it, but I use it for curling and things as well. This I didn't find as easy to use for curling, being that it is fatter. However, I still could get a bit of a flick to it. I don't know, let's give it a go, see what you guys think, and we'll go from there. So this isn't going to be one of those brushes that you can just do your whole hair and get it done in 5 or 10 minutes. This is one of those ones that you're gonna need some time to do it. It's not quick and easy. I do it in sections. If you have thin hair, you might find it a bit easier to just grab it and go through the whole lot of your hair at once. But for me personally, I have really, really thick hair, and I have lots of it. So putting this brush through all of my hair at once doesn't work for me. It doesn't work for me because it pulls on my hair, it feels really uncomfortable, and it takes just as long. So I'm one of those people that will section it and we'll go from there. So you can see with the first go that, yeah, it's straighter, but it's one of those ones you're still going to have to give it a good 1 or 2 brush overs, just so that you get that nice, really straight kind of natural finish to it. I found with this as well, I didn't get like a dead straight kind of a look. So if you're looking for that dead straight, really sharp kind of a look, this is not going to be the tool for you. This is going to be something that you're going to use if you want a natural straight. So keep that in mind as well. I hope that this is coming out on the camera so that you can actually see what's happening. Like I said, I feel like I have to go over it several times to get a good result from it. I could definitely just go over it just the once and be happy, but I think I would find myself very frizzy very quickly. See if we can get some of those back ones. I do find that if I put too much hair in it as well, it does tend to pull, which I'm not overly comfortable with. Alright, I'm just going to go on to the next ones just so that you can see what you're getting. Okie doke. Now you can see with this side I'm a little bit bumpier, so hopefully we'll be able to see a better result. I'm not sure if you guys can hear the steam and the sound that it's actually making. It's actually a little bit terrifying the first time you hear it. I freaked out and thought I was burning my hair off. So as you can see, I'm putting quite a bit of hair in there, so considering the result that I am getting for the amount of hair that I am putting in, it's not too bad. And I mean, for $25, you can't really fault it too badly because you are paying for what you get. So alright, still a little bit puffy. I do find that with the steam in this, my particular hair type, I'm finding that I have to go over and over and over it. I think it does have a lot to do with the steam. If you're somebody like me who you walk out in the rain and your hair just puffs, this is not going to work. You're not going to like it. You're probably going to hate it, to be honest, because you are going to get this kind of a puffy effect. It will settle down, it will go away, and you will probably keep your straight, but the immediate effect is not going to be what you want it to be. So stick to your regular straightener. Don't bother with this. It's just not worth it. If you're one of those people that's lucky enough to be able to use steam and things like those on your hair and it doesn't give you this kind of an effect, go for it. You'll love it. You will love the smoothness, because I will say it doesn't feel crunchy. Some hair straighteners can leave your hair feeling a bit crunchy. This doesn't do that. It does give you that nice shiny kind of a look, which is nice. I do like that, and like I said, after a few goes it gives you that nice kind of natural straight look. I'm sorry, my camera angle is not the greatest. I've had to get a little bit closer to a PowerPoint so that I could do this for you guys, and I'm not quite set up to be so close to a PowerPoint at the moment. Alright, let's just do a little comparison just so you can see the difference at the moment. I'm just gonna, so you can see that one side is definitely, it's definitely straighter. It's still got a bit of a buff to it, and the other side is still got that curl to it. So it definitely works. I could put some more effort in, especially in the back, and I could probably give it a bit more of a go over. But to be completely honest, I don't have the time to spend that much time on it. I mean, we've already taken 10 minutes, and that's just doing that roughness. To be honest, with my original normal hair straightener, it takes me maybe 15 minutes to get my entire hair done, and like I said, it's quite thick. If you were to look at it up close, you'd see what I mean. But it is quite thick, and I don't know, I like it, guys. It's one of those things that I will use this as my traveling kind of style tool. I'll use this to go away on holidays. I'll use this so that I don't take my expensive tools and break them. I'll use this to lend to people instead of giving them my expensive hair straightener. But it's not something that I'm going to swear by and say go and buy this, it's fantastic, because to me it's not. Is it worth $25? Yes, hell yes, give it a go. Is it worth $100? No, I wouldn't. I personally wouldn't spend $100 on this. Just an honest review, just honest feedback. I'm not going to tell you guys to go buy something if I don't believe in it. Like I said, I think it's one of those ones that you're just going to have to give a go yourself and see if you like it. You can see what it's done for my hair. It's really not that bad. Like, it's not terrible, but for what I like for my hair, it's not something that I'm gonna rave about. It's not horrible. It's not cheap. It's quite solid. It doesn't look like, if I drop this on the floor, I don't think I'm gonna break it. It's pretty solid and held together. I'm not concerned about that at all. There are just a few things about it. I don't like the brush on it. I don't like the heads on it. I don't know. I don't know if you can see them at all very well, but they're quite thick, and they're not spaced out the way that I would like them to be spaced out, which I think affects the way that they do run through my hair. I also don't feel like they close together enough to actually make it through, so they miss those bits in the middle, which then leaves the bits in the middle feeling like they're just steamed and fluffy, and not a fan. Apart from that, give it a go. Check them out. They're $25 at the moment. Like I said, for $25, you're not going to regret it, unless of course you do have hair that gets frizzy at the drop of a hat. In that case, probably give it a miss and go for something that's just a regular straightener. The next thing I'd actually like to try is the single-sided brush. So if anybody does have any recommendations of those, I'd be more than happy to check them out and give one of those a go, because they seem to be the big craze at the moment. I'd really like to see if I can find something like that. Apart from that, if you guys have any other things that you'd like me to check out, or have a look at, test out, put on video for you guys to see as well, give me a shout, leave me a thumbs up, comment, whatever else. You can check out my Instagram. I'll put some before and after photos up for you so that you can see a little bit better. I know my lighting is not fantastic, and whatever else at the moment. If there's anything else, you guys, if you have any other questions or anything like that, give me a shout. Let me know. I will talk to you guys soon. Otherwise, have a great day. See ya.